Hey, how are y'all doing today? This one is from my room. It's the second day of June, and I wasn't gonna really talk about anything. I had some stuff in my heart that the Lord was putting into my heart to talk about concerning the man, because I already talked about my sisters. I always talked about black folks in general, but I haven't talked about you guys. And I was gonna leave that to tomorrow, but until tomorrow when I'm on my way to work, because today's Sunday and I'll be going to work tomorrow morning. But you know, it was in me to talk about, but I wasn't. I was gonna hold it down, but then this happened, so I think I'm gonna double fold something right now, and I'm gonna talk. Cause like I said, I'm coming to y'all. Y'all feel like people ain't worrying about you, so I'm gonna show you that I worry about you. But I'm gonna chastise you first before I reward you. Because right now, I have to let y'all know what's going on. That's causing so much of the problems in the black community. Now this one I talked about so many times before. I've talked about this I don't know how many umpteen times, but I've written about it. I've actually made a video about it. It was my godly video, so most people probably haven't. I haven't uploaded that yet, but you probably this probably be uploaded after that one, so you guys probably wouldn't even have seen that either. But this concerning about the behavior of people, especially women, but people in customer service, period, but women. This is a women, a female's trait, but it happens a lot in customer service. Now, I just ordered from Postmates now, okay, and this is my third time ordering from Postmates. My first time, it was great, fantastic. I loved it. Didn't have any problems. I ordered from Lemon Pepper. If you're from Miami, Florida, you live in the hood. I don't even know if you have to live in the hood, but if you know about lemon pepper. That was my first time trying it. It was a lot of food, more than I expected. And it was so much food, they didn't have enough sauces to go with the food that they gave me. So I wound up having to eat some of the food without sauce. And this is seafood, so it was like something I really wanted to have because I really don't use sauces anyway. But with the seafood, I needed it. But the second time I ordered again, that was yesterday, and this is this is the thing that that I don't like. Okay, when you make a mistake, this is getting to what we're talking about for today. When you make a mistake, own it. Don't don't downplay it. Don't and figure out how you can work with the person. Now see, I ordered I ordered banana pudding, family, and they gave me cake. Now who wants cake instead of banana pudding? Now I don't know where they do that at, but from what I know, banana pudding ain't nothing like no cake. I don't even eat cake. I mean, I really don't eat anybody's banana pudding, only certain people, but banana pudding can't really be messed up as much as you could do, potato salad or something like that. So, I'll go with it because I know some people who could cook some really good, could make some really good banana pudding. So if you take your chances, you might come out with some fire banana pudding. But I never would say, okay, instead of banana pudding, give me cake. That's just something I don't see myself saying or doing. If I go somewhere and they ain't got no banana pudding, I'm not gonna say, oh, I just get the cake. Now this is lemon pepper, people, folks. So what they cooking is what they're making is our foods. So you know who in that kitchen, and whoever making that banana pudding know good and doggone well you don't replace banana pudding with no doggone cake. So anyhow, I went on ahead and I contacted Postmates, whatever, told them about the situation, and there was something else missing. I can't remember exactly what it was, but oh, I didn't have no straws for my drinks. I had two drinks now. I had one straw, not even one for two drinks, two large drinks, not one straw. So, and I had cake. And then I asked for extra sauces because, like I told you the other time, there's a lot of food now sauce. They didn't give me my extra sauce. So even if they had given me the extra sauce, I probably wouldn't have been mad about the cake and the straw situation because of the fact that I don't know if I was supposed to get extra sauces, but you done gave me extra sauce now. And so I'm like, okay, got my extra sauce for my food. I would have been a little less upset, but and disappointed. But the thing is, they didn't even call me. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. When you make mistakes, own it. Call like, hey, listen, we sorry. We put banana pudding on the website or on Postmates, but we don't got it. And we forgot to take it down. But we got cake. I want that cake. But I do need some of them extra sauces last time. Y'all gave me a lot of food. I appreciate it, but I ain't have enough of sauces. At the end, I wanted some sauces, and I still had that food. I couldn't eat the food without the sauces. I would have told them that. Or instead of that banana pudding, go ahead and add another drink to that order, whatever it might be. But they didn't contact me, and they decided to do what they want to do with the order. So I contacted Postmates or whatever, and they gave me back a little credit. Like they was gonna give me the credit for the exact amount of food and stuff that was missing back to my credit card. So, but with the automatic credit towards using them, it was gonna be more money than I spent of what was supposed to be credited back to my credit card. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and get the credit towards the Postmate order so I can get the extra. It's probably using their service again, even though you just screwed me up. I usually don't do that, but if I'm gonna get more money, I'm gonna go ahead with the more money. So I use that credit today. It's the weekend. I work. I barely get time to sleep, so this is my weekend. I'm resting. So I said, okay, I got that credit. I'm going ahead and order. Now they got something called the party time. If you guys don't use Postmates, they got something called party time, and you go ahead and you order, and then you get it in between that time. You don't get the delivery charge. So I'm like, okay, Subway was open on that thing, and I like Subway. Now this is something I would use Uber Eats to do. So I said, okay, I'm gonna use Subway, get the credit. And Subway delivery is on the party, so delivery gonna be low. So I'm saving me some money. Okay, that's great because I'm actually getting something I want for cheap. I always like, if you can't, what they say, the most thing about getting what you want and getting what you don't want for cheap. How about getting what you want for cheap? That's better than both, right? So I went on ahead and ordered the stuff, and I've been through this problem because this is how I ended up with Postmate, because Uber Eats had a problem, and I wind up going ahead and I went on ahead and went to Postmate to check them out because Uber Eats was giving me trouble. So I said, I'm gonna go ahead and put a message on this because this seems to be a consistency with these delivery apps. I'm gonna go ahead and write a message. So I wrote this nice long, not long, but this nice detailed message about if you have any problems, please call me. I left my phone number, and I say I want I got a salad. I say I want double meats. Now I paid for double meats, but they don't got the option for two separate meats, and this is how I usually would get it: tuna and another meat. And turkey was the one I wanted today. But I was like, if you can't do so, put the tuna one order of tuna and an extra order of turkey. So that's what I did. I put the tuna in the one extra order of turkey, and I said, if you could do it, please do it if you can. And I ordered some guac, and then I ordered extra cheese, people, extra cheese. Now I didn't even put a note for the extra cheese. I just ordered the extra cheese, and then I had salt and pepper, and then I put it's a thing for salt and pepper mix. So I put salt. Check the salt. I checked the pepper, and then I checked the salt and pepper mix. So they might have forgot the salt and pepper mix. They might have forgot the salt. They might have forgot the pepper. But somewhat in that mixture, I was supposed to get salt and pepper, right? With all three of those things going on. So, I'm setting myself up for success. I'm like, I know you people. I know you app people. I know how this Postmates Uber Eats thing works. So I'm going ahead and make sure I can cover all my bases. So I went on ahead and did all that. And I left the order alone, but then I clicked on it, and they said that I didn't have the credit. So I emailed Postmate like, come on. Out for all this I done put together, you guys going, and then they tried to get me with the delivery too, because they said I was out the party time. But that's because they wouldn't accept my card. So I had to add another card to the thing. Yeah, it was a lot of problems starting from the order. And I started to cancel the order. Then some message came on saying they already accepted the order. If you cancel the order, you're going to get charged. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead through with the order because I ain't trying to get charged. Because then if they give me the credit, then I got charged and ain't really getting no credit. So I went ahead and put a new card on the app. And then the time had expired. And then, so I didn't get the delivery. They were trying not to give me the delivery, but I ain't dumb. So I clicked off. And then I went back in there to get the because I know these little party things, they gave you a 5 minute time frame. But after the time frame over, it started back up, and it's the same. I mean, they switch restaurants, but they do like the same restaurant at least for these party things, like 4 times in a row. So then they'll probably switch up. So I'm like, I know the next one gonna be you again. If not, I just go to another restaurant or wait for you to come back up. It's not gonna be a big deal because the order already in the system. So I click back on, got the delivery charge. I'm getting the delivery free back on now. And then I went on here. This is me after I added the card, and I went on here and placed the order. Now the price is still the same, with the fee of the credit in there now. Because all I did was go back to my same order. It's already made. I had to just put posted. Got my delivery thing. It got my credit, and it got my regular order. And then so I put posted, and then I look, and it says that I got charged the regular price without the credit. So I go online and start hitting them up and typing in my little message, but not allowing the app or whatever. And they say, okay, they took care of me. So then when I get the food and everything like that, I look. I mean, I didn't even have to look too far. Because, I mean, it's a clear top. It's no cheese. The cheese lasts. I know they add the cheese last, right? So I'm like, dang, they ain't had no cheese. So then I look. I'm like, hold up, man. I guess they wasn't able to do the extra turkey. But this ain't no double scoops of tuna. Now I had double meat now, so I'm like, okay. Couldn't do the turkey, but the tuna looking the same. So I gotta give the tip to the driver. So the driver got the same got to get graded with the whole meal, So this thing is like stupid, but that's what they do. So you got to give him the tip along with the rating. So I'm like, let me go through the food and stuff like that so I can get this man his tip because I got to rate this thing along with the tip with a lady because she came pretty fast. So I'm looking through everything. Everything looked good. I didn't see the turkey, but I did say if it was possible. So I'm like, okay, you couldn't do it, but it did look kind of skimpy on the tuna since you couldn't do turkey. They did give me my croutons and everything like that. That's what was put in my order. I wanted 2 croutons. Don't forget me 2 croutons and give me some ranch in the bag. But the sauces was the ranch on the when they asked you what you want for toppings. I put the ranch on the thing, but I was asking for extra ranch in the bag, And then I got me a vitamin water and a soda. So anyway, I noticed all this thing. I gave the lady her tip, and I clicked on off, and I started to go ahead and say I have problems, but they wouldn't let me do it. They wouldn't let me do it. They would say a message came up said you already put in an issue and it has been resolved, so you can't do it again. So I'm like, what? So they were talking about the credits. I went back and seen that they did put my credit in there, but now I'm unable. I'm unable to tell them about my meal, which is the most important part. Like, hey, listen, I'm missing things. I asked for this, I paid for this, paid for extra this, I paid for extra. This wasn't just a request. I paid for extra cheese. I paid for extra meat. So, and then another thing is I went on the little thing and I clicked on the drinks to see and they had it. It said it was 20-ounce drinks. See, I'm petty, if you want to say petty, but I know what I want. So if I got a certain amount of food, I want a certain amount of drink to cover the food. Same thing with the sauces. So I went to make sure that I had enough, because you know that's gonna determine if I'm gonna order 3 drinks, or 2 drinks, or 1 drink, or whatever, depending on the ounces. So I went on ahead and seeing that it said 20 ounces. Oh man, I got a 16 ounce here. But I'm not gonna trip about it because I got 2 things, so I'm kind of covered. You know, it's only 4 ounces. I mean, 4 ounces is a lot of money if we was talking about other things, and people know what I'm talking about. You lose, if somebody shorts you 4 ounces in other categories, that'd be a big, 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 big problem. But we're just talking about drinks, so we're not gonna have too much of a problem now. But as I say, I couldn't get in through them. So I said, you know what? Forget Postmates. They're gonna try to give me this credit for this one thing whatever I miss, and try to credit it back to me. And they're gonna give me an option to get it back on my credit card, and it's gonna wait 3 days before I get there, or they're gonna give me a credit back on the app, and then I gotta order something else and deal with this crap again. So I said I'm gonna call the store. I'm gonna go ahead and call the store, because you know this is initially what the problem is, right? It's not between the driver, it's not between the, well, it is between the app, because you'll find out why it's between the app, but because the app trying to take my money, my love, trying to take my credits away and take my little free delivery away. But the problem I'm having now is with the actual making of the order. So I called them up, they didn't answer. So I said I'm gonna look around. I looked around. I found out that you could go into the actual site itself and not the order itself, and you can contact Postmates via email that way. So I did that. So I'm like, but they're not gonna get back at me right away, because this is like a open email. This is not like particularly pertaining to this order. So I gotta deal with this now, because right now I have a meal with no incomplete meal around here. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna rectify this situation. So I said I'm gonna call in after I had finished done. They probably was busy. I'm gonna call in again. So I called in again. Ring, 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 ring. Finally picked up. Finally picked up. Hello. So I just said, what happened? He said, excuse me. I just had a Postmate order. I'm just wondering what happened with the order, because you know I left a message on there and all, and still didn't get it correct. She said, oh, that wasn't me. I'm gonna go get the girl who it was. Now, see, this is where we're going to get into the juices of everything. And I said I was going to talk about the men, but I'm not, because YouTube don't let me upload over a certain amount. I'm already over 15 minutes here, so I don't want to go too far. So we'll make another video about the men. But I ain't forget about you guys either. So, she goes and get the girl. That took quite a while. Now, see, she should have apologized right there on behalf of the company Subway and the people who she worked with. But she immediately placed blame on the other girl. She said, oh, that was the other girl. You know, right away. Get this off of me. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. So I waited a little bit longer, and the other girl came up. And the other girl, she comes on the phone. Subway. I said, I'm still here. It's still me. I'm thinking it's the same girl. So I said, I'm still here. It's still me. She said, oh, yeah. She said, so what happened now? Nah, this is, no. This subway down the street from where I live, so I know I to expect the people who gonna work there. But this is also Postmates, so we don't know where these people are calling in from. But it's okay. I let her talk like she talked. So what happened now? I said, well, that's what I'm trying to figure out, because it wasn't no cheese. And she goes, well, you put no cheese and then extra cheese. I said, yeah, I seen that. That's the app problem. This is why I said the app did give me problems, because I clicked the damn thing. But I know when I went back out and came back in, the order was right there. And it didn't have my little delivery thing. Then it did have my, I don't know if that's a mixed function, because it took away my credit and all that stuff. I don't know if that's a malfunction of the system, because the cheese was missing. But it still had me extra cheese. Now, the cheese free, but the extra cheese charged. So the no cheese part was there, but that's the part that they don't give away these products. But the charging me extra was definitely there. So they made sure that they charged me extra. So I said, well, you seen it said no cheese, and it said cheese, extra cheese. So If I ask for extra cheese, if I'm willing to pay for extra cheese, which one you think was more concerned about? What was most likely what I wanted? The not cheese or getting extra cheese? Because actually, I had to click on that. The cheese is that's just something that comes with the meal, but I had to go extra and click on the extra cheese. And she goes, "Well, what type of cheese I was gonna give you?" I said, "Well, I put my phone number on the thing to make sure that anything like this happened, you could have called me." And I said, "And then what happened with the ham, turkey?" And just I asked for extra meat. She said, "Well, you said if it was possible. You didn't say it was." So now she done confirmed. She read now. She done confirmed. She done read my note, so she knew that she could have called me. She said, "Cause I said if it was possible." So I said, "Yeah, but if it's not possible, I still supposed to get my double meat. Now I don't see no double meat." She said, "That's because I put the turkey on there." Oh, so now you playing with me because you just told me that I said if it was possible, as if you didn't, it wasn't possible, but now you saying you did do it when I told you didn't get the double meat. And then she goes, "Oh, it's on now. You just got the turkey on there." I said, "I don't see no turkey." Now listen, tuna looks one way, and turkey looks a whole nother way. So if somebody put those two things on something together, you're gonna know they're not the same thing. So she said, "Oh, it's on there," and I'm looking at this thing like, cause I already called up Post Bank and said, "Y'all can come get your food back. I don't want it. I want a refund. I don't want a half of a refund. I want the whole refund. So y'all can come get your food, your drinks, everything." And I just said that because I had already started drinking some of the drinks, but I hadn't touched the food honestly, so I ain't want to. I'm looking at the food and it's like just like it is, and she's like, "Oh, but you gotta go ahead and move it around a little bit so you can see the turkey." I'm like, "What you hiding the turkey? Well, why why I got to move the turkey around?" So I mean, I got to move the salad around to find the turkey. You know, we play hide and go turkey. Go seek the turkey. But anyhow, so I moved the turkey around. I knew, now listen, I know better than this, but I said I'm gonna go ahead and look at see if this girl lying and tell the truth. I knew it wasn't gonna be on there. So then next thing I realized is okay, there's no sauce. I want the sauce is part of the regular order. All this stuff is extra cheese, extra turkey. This is extra stuff. Give me some extra dressing. But the dressing that I asked for as part of the toppings was ranch, and I noticed that wasn't on there either. But I see that she gave me some ranch bags, so I said, okay, maybe she just substituted the ranch bags for the ranch on top. But nah, what I wanted is because the ranch on top is never enough. So just I wanted the extra to add to what they already give you. But that was fine. I didn't really trip. I told her about it, and then she goes, well, you just moved the turkey around. Now she ain't talking about the ranch no more. She said you just moved the turkey around, and you could a salad around. You'll see the turkey, and I actually gave you more than you were supposed to get. Now I don't know if this girl chopped it up and left it there on the counter or what, because she sounded like she really did it. Like she said she actually gave me more than I was supposed to get. I don't know because like if you can hide the turkey underneath the tuna, I don't think that's more than I was supposed to get because I gotta find this turkey. If 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 it was some turkey in there as she says, I gotta move stuff around. But she gave me more than I was supposed to get now, but I gotta still find it. So I just went on ahead with it, and I said, yeah, but my thing is, I left a message. I left my number on, and I told y'all please call me if you had any issues, any concerns. And that's what gets me. She said, "Well, when it's busy like that, they don't let us call." And I'm like, "Well, I would have just rather you waited until after it wasn't busy, or you had some time to go ahead and call me, because if I'm putting a note like that on the thing, that shows you I'm seriously concerned about receiving my order exactly as I asked for it." You know, when you see something like that, you got to take heed to, like, why would somebody take their time out to actually put their phone number on a order to make sure, and it say please in big letters, call me, and I put any. If it's any, this mean like if you wasn't sure, if you wasn't sure about the, I don't know how much of oil and vinegar, call me. You know, any issues you have, call me. That's basically what it was saying. Like, I don't care if you think it's stupid, call me. So she goes on here and say, well, you can call Postmates Mac, or you can bring tell them return the order. I said, what about if I come in? If I come in, y'all gonna take care of me? And she was like, well, you gotta bring the food. I was like, okay, I'm gonna bring the food. I ain't touched the food yet. You know, other than mixing the food around. Because you told me to mix the food. I ain't tell her that, but that's what I'm saying in my mind. And then I say, she said, yeah, you can come in. I said, you got me, right? She was like, I got you. Like, almost hesitant to take care of me with the food. Now, that's just a story. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the salad as much as I possibly can. See it? Now, this is with the fork in, and I was mixing it around a little bit, trying to find that extra turkey that she said that was in there. Now, what you see white, that's tuna. Now, if you would have seen it from the beginning, which I wish I had not moved it around, but she told me to look for the turkey, so I wasn't gonna call her a lie without, So this is tuna. If I can see that better, you see how lumpy it is. That's not turkey. So, and one thing, if I don't know if you guys notice it, there's no salt and pepper on there. There's no salt and pepper on there, and you notice it definitely wasn't any cheese. So, yeah, that's the salad. I ain't eat it yet. I just mixed it around, looked for the stuff like I said I was gonna do. Like she asked me and told me to do. Now this is the thing about what I'm saying today. This is the issue when I say women. Now I said I was gonna come in. I left a message. I called back and I said I'll bring the food up there. At this point, you don't know me, but one thing you should know about me is that I'm serious about my business, about my food, and I take because I'm taking precautions to get it right. And I also called in behind it, and now I'm telling you, I'm coming in. I'm coming in. At this point, you should be owning up and apologizing and get whatever type of getting it right, whatever type of way you can with me, because at this point you should realize that I'm coming. I'm going to be in your face soon, and you're going to have to deal with this issue one on one. And this is why I say this is a female trait, but I find it more in customer service, where people always try to backtrack. The best thing is to own up to what you have done. Even if you didn't, apologize and try to reconcile the situation. But do not start saying, I didn't do this and I didn't do that. Oh, it wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? Because the first girl, she passed it on to the second girl. Second girl, she said that she did everything right. Now, I don't know if you guys can see that really, really well. But, do you think, even with that view, if it was more turkey than I was supposed to get, do you think that you would not be able to notice that outright? Like, would that not be something that you can pop, like, you just spot? Like, oh, look, it's extra food. I mean, wouldn't that be something that you can see immediately? So, I'm just saying, like, females, you do this a lot, and this is actually the game. Now, I've said this many times. This is actually the game men use. It's on 5 Heartbeats, I think, or The Temptations. Where he got a girl and he's in the closet with her. And he's trying to do something with her, and she's like, "Oh no!" Da, da, da. And he's like, "I thought you said you was a lady." but you're acting like a scared little girl. And then she's like, oh, I ain't no scared little girl. This is what you got. This is what females do. You try to make up for what you mess up. So now he done said that you ain't no scared little girl because you acting like you don't. You said you was a lady. So he gonna use that against you. Cause now you backtracking. So now he gonna use that to get you. You girls need to stop backtracking all the time and own up to what you do. Now he done got her in the cars and he doing whatever he want with her because of her backtracking. Now if she would have been like, yeah, I did say I was a lady, and the lady, she gonna make a decision, and I don't want to do this with you in the closet right now. But she was like, no, 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 no. I ain't no little girl. Whatever. See. Now he done got her. He done used her ways against her. And that's what y'all do a lot. Now what I'm gonna do here is I'm not going up to Subway about no salad, missing cheese, and extra meat. It's not gonna happen because this is the reason I used Postmate in the beginning, because I didn't want to leave the house. I need to stay and get some rest and relax and get ready for tomorrow for work. But my thing is, I had the same issue, and I'm hurrying because it's at 30 minutes now. I'm going to hurry up and finish this. But the thing is, when I was with Uber Eats, I did the same thing with McDonald's. Now, this is the difference between what makes you a certain type of woman, a certain type of person, that you get respected and you get looked at a certain type of way. Now, when I did this with McDonald's, I wanted the same. Cause see, I know what I do, so I had to drink. I wanted a large drink. It was a Coke, and I wanted a McFlurry. Now, I was gonna get me a strawberry shake, but I was like, that's too much. But I was like, I just get McFlurry because the food I was gonna get was gonna add up to a lot, because it was the wraps with the chicken. I was gonna get 3 of those and 2 fries, and the McFlurry and big large drink of Coke, and there was something else. Yeah, that was it. It was the wraps and 2 large fries, and the McFlurry, and then the large Coke. So they gave me a medium Coke, and it wasn't no McFlurry and the thing. So I did the same thing. Called them up and got the lady on the phone, and I say, what happened with the drink? What happened with the order? And she said, I'm so sorry about. Now the first thing she said was, I'm so sorry about that. This is look at this. This is me calling in, and this is Subway. This is me calling in, and this is McDonald's. My level of upsetness is going 2 different ways. Now, she said she's sorry. I didn't even start telling her about the order yet. I said, what happened to the order? So she already knows. Oh, whatever he talking about, this guy is not happy with it. So let me apologize. So she goes on to say, and this is another thing. She started describing all the problems. Yeah, we didn't have the large cup, so I gave you a medium, and then we didn't have the McFlurry, so I didn't give you that. I didn't know what to give you in place of it, so I just didn't give you anything. No, you didn't give me no cake. You just didn't give me anything. So she's like, you can call Uber Eats back, and they're gonna credit you for that. So because we didn't put it in the system, or there's no way to take it out. So now she's giving me a solution to my problem, to my issue. She apologized first quarter. First thing she did was apologize. The second thing she did was to describe the problem, the issue, without me even having to say what the issue or the problem was. Now, the third thing she did was give me a solution to the issue and the problem. All I said, I haven't even spoken yet, and this is already in progress. And then she started to pass on the issues to other people. And she says, well, I did call. I did tell my person to call you, and I told the Uber driver also about the situation. So now I'm like, okay, so now you did do this already, but now you're kind of backpedaling for all this and trying to take the blame off of yourself. But she tell me what the solution is now, and she told me to. But what she was telling me is how she tried to rectify the situation prior to getting to where me and her are now on the phone. Now, mind you, I haven't said much other than what happened to the order, and now she's already at the fourth thing of the to take care of this situation already, And then she goes, and I was like, well, I didn't get any call. And, if you would just have called me, I would have easily told you to just give me two medium drinks since you didn't have the large cup. And also, since you didn't have the McFlurry, I probably wouldn't even get charged for the drinks, or it would already be in the system, and you wouldn't even have to compensate for the McFlurry situation because the charge was there, and me and you could have worked something out. And when she heard this, you know what she said? You're right. Owning up to that and telling me I'm right. You see this? She said, you're right. You're right. You're right. This is what I never got from the Subway girl. You're right. And then she said, she says, I should have called you myself and not passed on it to anyone else. I was so pissed. I had 3 wraps, 2 large fries, and 1 medium drink to wash all that down. I was pissed when I called them. At that point, I still was kind of pissed about the situation, but you know what? Because she took ownership, I just chunked it up. I chunked it up. Because you know what? She did what she could do, and it was done, and we both was where we were, and she was taking ownership of it, and she was doing her best to rectify the situation, and I had to respect her for that, because she made a mistake, but she owned up to it. And I said, well, I just called in. I didn't have nothing more to say, because at this point, what could I have said? Because she's already completed the whole issue of the situation on her own. So I said, well, I just called in to let you know if you had just called me, we could have worked something out together. And she said, yes. Again, she's like, yeah, I'm so sorry for that. And I said, well, it's a learning experience. And she said, yeah, I'll make sure I do. I definitely make sure I take care of these situations on my own next time. I'll make sure I'll take care of it. I'll call them myself. So she thanking me for calling her, for checking her. Now she's saying, I thank you for chastising me because I've learned from this situation. And I said, well, mistakes happen. And I said, you have a great and wonderful night. Now I'm making her night better because I've chastised her. Because now her night gonna be like, oh man, I messed up the order. This guy done called in on me, and I want to let her know like it wasn't that big an issue. I just wanted to call in and let you know we could have did something better. And I literally didn't. I called in to get mad and fuzz out to make her feel bad. But now I'm feeling bad for her feeling bad because how she took care of the situation. Now this is almost at 40 minutes. I probably ain't said too much of anything. So if you stuck around for this, thank you so very much. But I just want to say like one last thing. And this is something that I have to tell you females and you customer service workers. When you find yourself in a situation like that, do not backtrack and stop blaming people for things. Even if you know it's not, you didn't mess up. Now, we looked at this thing and I think that girl probably did what she did because she sounded adamant about it. And she's just a good backtrack and lie. But it's not any ham on this salad. So she made her chopped it up and put more than she was supposed to. But I don't know what she put it at. Somebody else might get some turkey. I'm gonna say not ham. Somebody else might get some turkey on they sandwich and salad somewhere. They like where this come from, but it's definitely not on mine. But I'm gonna chop it up because this is life. You know, it goes to rotation. You win some, you lose some, and sometimes bad things happen. Even better thing, 2 times good, 3 times, 7 times good things happen. So like Job. So we gotta understand that this is what happens. But I just want to make sure that people in customer service, and especially women, that you do not backtrack when you make mistakes. You own up to it, and it's sometimes not gonna be as easy as what I did with the girl at McDonald's. It's gonna be hard, but you gotta take that, because if you truly sorry for what you did, you should be willing to take the repercussions and consequences that comes with that mistake. And then, like the girl said, she learned from the situation, learn from the situation, and grow. And then you'll be more situated and to handle the situation next time it comes, and then it help you avoid that situation from occurring altogether. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. And men, I still haven't forgot about you. So that video coming up next. We're gonna go ahead and eat this salad with no cheese and pepper, salt, and turkey. But I do got my dressings, so I'm gonna soak it with some dressings, put some croutons on it, and I'm just gonna call it a day. And thank God that I got that much. So, like always, God bless you all.